I was so far behind on my assignments. I was like, wow. There's these moments where I think they just want to like
Strangle.
Just because you said it don't mean you're saying something. Just because you felt it don't mean your heart ain't lying. Just because you heard it don't make it more than chatter.
That's the best thing I can do.
Everybody's talking, we talk what matters.
Right now, my grandpa just got out of the hospital, and so we've been taking care of him. But that's been good. It's been really good. There's a lot of different things that have been changing. He's changed his attitude and his way of seeing things.
Yeah.
Because he was stuck at a time where things had to be a certain way.
Yeah.
And now he's seeing things are changing, so he's changing with that. He had a stroke.
Okay.
Sometime like in late this September.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I've seen family members have a stroke and really in some ways become different people. Mm-hmm. Is that kind of the situation you're facing, or is it, you know, not that dramatic? Like,
Yeah, that too, because he's changing his way how he do things. Yeah, it's really big.
yeah. How's your family handling it? Are they?
They're kind of mixed up. They don't know where they want to be with this. They're either happy. They're seeing him a lot more. We're seeing each other a lot more. But at the same time, there's these moments where I think they just want to like
Strangle. Yeah. Yeah, how do you process like frustration to that level? Like if you're dealing with things that kind of wind up stress more and more and more, like how do you process that?
most times I don't really. I get frustrated, but I'm pretty sure you won't know.
Yeah, I mean, most of my interaction with you, you have a very positive attitude. I guess my question is, are there times you're not positive? Like, is it like, do you blow up, or is it a private thing, or is it like, what does that look like?
At home, my little brothers.
Your little brothers, they know.
They bring it out of me.
Yeah.
It's like during the day, it's a pretty chill day, and then as soon as I get home, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's like just drained, and then my little brothers fill it back up with the wrong kind of energy.
Hey there.
But sometimes it's fun with them too, because I end up talking more with them.
Yeah. So, do you feel like, I mean, I know what it's like to have little brothers, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes they're always the little brother. Do you feel like this has kind of grown them up or grown you guys closer to each other?
It's grown us closer.
Yeah. It's weird how stress and new situations really, sometimes they drive people apart, sometimes they drive people together. So it's kind of neat that has worked out that way for you. These last 6 months have been pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has been.
And this school year, tell me a little bit about your school these days. How's that going?
I started off terrible, to be honest with you, because I didn't want to do online.
Yeah.
I was working when they had made the decision for me. I was just like, well, okay, then I guess I'll be online. And I'm not meant for online.
Yeah.
The first 2 weeks, I was so behind. I was doing terrible in school. But then I was like, I have to do something. So I currently I'm not working as much.
Okay.
But I am getting stuff done.
So it's this balance between working and getting the schoolwork done. Have you found a balance that works for you? Is that
schoolwork, just school.
Just straight school. Just do it.
Yep. When the third week came, when I had realized what was going on, I was so far behind on my assignments. I was like, wow. Like, I had the realization, but just because I had the realization didn't mean everything was gonna be fixed.
Right. It's one thing to know it. It's another thing what needs to change, like to act on that knowledge. Yeah.
And then it just like everything just whacked me in the head. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I screwed myself up.
So that's weird. Like 2 weeks of kind of getting behind, and suddenly you're still climbing out of that hole.
Well, now I've caught up with everything. I'm still trying to struggle with procrastination. I'm struggling with procrastination.
Yeah.
Like, I will get distracted by everything because I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
It's just how things work out. Like, during the day, I could have 2 things that need to be done. I finish half of one and then, like, wait till, like, 11 or 10 at night to finish the rest.
It doesn't really matter if the thing is a good or bad thing. If it pulls you away from what you're supposed to be doing, then it ends up acting like a bad thing anyway. You know, like I think about that sometimes with like this idea of temptation or the devil doesn't really care if you are like a Satan worshiper or if you just like are an egomaniac who idolizes yourself on the ball field. Like, as long as you don't love the Lord, like he's good. It doesn't matter, you know? And it's the same with the school. It doesn't matter what it is that distracts you. Anything that distracts you ends up hurting you in the long run.
Definitely. And that last minute ends up being really late at night.
Yeah.
And then that's when I screw myself over.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and I don't want to do a single thing.
Right.
Like,
because you're exhausted.
it was like, when was it? I think it was yesterday. It was like 11 or 12. I was about to get started with everything. No. It was Friday. I was about to get I was going to finish everything that I was going to have to do because I had like some stuff missing. And then it was like 12. And I'm like, I'm going to get up and do something. And as soon as I get my laptop, open it up, my mom asked me, "You want to go somewhere?" I'm like, "Yeah, definitely." I was just about to do, like.
I definitely want to go somewhere. Yeah.
And then they might have like, "Man, I was just about to do this." But I guess not.
I think some of that has to do with being a people person. Like, I know you're somebody that loves to make people feel good. I know that you don't like to disappoint people. You know, like, so some of that is positive. But then on the flip side, it's really hard to tell people, "No, I can't."
Oh no, I definitely wanted to go.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, dang it, I guess not now.
Shut out.
It wasn't meant to be.
Wasn't meant to be. Man, I'd love to just ask you about this place. You know, we're here at My Life Matters. The mission is that we'd raise up lifelong followers of Jesus, and I've known that you are interested in following Jesus for a long time. So tell me, what are some of the things that you're learning as you're trying to follow Jesus these days? Like, what's going on there?
I've been learning a lot actually, but this one thing that stuck with you, it's the song that you sang in like elementary that I will always remember. I don't know why. It's like, "For by grace you have been saved through faith."
Yeah.
Yeah. Will always stick with me. Like it is
Interesting.
enlarged in my head. Like I
Wow.
will not forget it.
That's
It's like
cool.
if anybody ever asks me, "Do you know any Bible verse?" That's the first Bible verse
That's
that
the
comes
one
to
you
my
know.
head. It just rolls around with every other thought in my head.
Interesting. Well, you know, years ago when I was putting the scriptures to song, that was one of the thoughts I had. I was like, this is the voice of God. Like, when we learn the scriptures, it's kind of like giving God permission to speak to us whenever he wants to. Mm-hmm. And when we memorize it, it's like, well, it might show up any time. So that's encouraging to me, just to think that that's still rolling around your head. All right. Hey, thanks for sitting down. It's really fun. And I'm not surprised that we ended up talking about just about everything. Yeah. See ya.
Everybody's talking, we talk what matters.